Big thanks to Cardmarket for sponsoring today's video. Alright, hello everyone and welcome to a brand new video. In today's video we are going to be going over OP12 Koala. This is a deck that I've been running a lot recently, even winning back-to-back locals, which actually gives me a 100% win rate with the deck because I didn't play it before the last two locals. And then I brought it to a Chinois Cup, and I ended up going 5-2 in a Winamanga, where the two losses I had was one against Green Purple, where that's just like the worst matchup in the game, and then one against Rayleigh, which is an unfavored matchup, but I kind of misplayed. I kept that hand I shouldn't have kept because I should have dug for hack. Either way, the deck is insane and can win against a lot of meta-relevant decks, and even having favored matchups into things like UP Luffy, which is like the most played deck, right? So we're gonna jump into the deck list that I'm running right now, and also I'll show you the deck list I've been running to my locals to keep winning, you know, back-to-back locals. So let's jump straight into it. So this here is the deck I want to be running today. It's basically exactly the same as my locals list you know, lists I've been running with recently. I just want to try this Sanji out. So I ended up cutting down this PRB Sabo down to 2 because I'm running a shit ton of 2Ks in this deck. And instead put in 2 copies of Sanji just to have some sort of removal option. I was thinking about, you know, Egghead Nami as like a trigger option that also can be removal, right? But I opted for this one simply because you don't have to discard from your hand, right? And this card is just great, right? Like the things with trigger in our hand, we don't really want to discard, right? Which is why I don't like Egghead Nami too much. But since we don't have to discard with this, it's a bigger body, you know, playable off dragon. It has a lot of things going for it. So I want to try this at 2. I don't know if I'd ever put in more than 2 copies, but at 2 right now for today, we're going to try it. And yeah, the list before that was just no Sanjis and extra 2Ks instead. And then it's literally the list that I've been running. So yeah, this is a list: Koala, Hack, Morally, all staples, right? And then I have 2 copies of Karasu. This is just a great going first card. It really fixes your curve. Really good against things like UP, Luffy, and other decks that really want to keep a large hand size. The Sanji we went over 4 copies of Nico Robin. I think this is one of the best cards in the deck, if not the best cards in the deck. The more I play with this card, the more I realize how good it is. So I would not recommend going down to less than 4 copies of Robin. I used to, when I first started playing Koala, play this at 2. No, this card is insanely good. This is the instant 4-up for me. Sabo, I opted to cut Sabo out of all the 2Ks. This card is very underwhelming to me. Very rarely comes up compared to like Morley that can at least be played on turn 2. Kuma has a trigger that can be relevant, you know, and then Baby 5 is obviously like the goated. So Sabo ended up being actually the worst out of the 2Ks in this deck. Dragon at 4, obviously. Kuma, it's just a Rev Army 2K. Baby 5, I love me the draw 2 triggers. I think this is an insane card. Kuma, obviously insane card as well. 7 cost Sabo. This is my Spice, right? But this is a draw 2 trigger that is also a Rev Army and has counter, so it's easy to fill up the trash and stuff. But just a great trigger, right? We have our Searcher event and then 4 copies of Waxing Fist. Really nothing out of the ordinary for this list except for maybe the Sanji, right? But a lot of people do run Egghead Nami. I just prefer Sanji instead, right? So let's jump straight into some games. All right, so we're up against Smoker. We're going to go second. That is our preferred curve. You know what? This hand is really close to being great. Do I keep this? I don't think I keep this. I think it's like really close to being great. You see, this is much better. This is much better. We are missing our 4, but at least we have a Searcher, right? So we can at least try and find a 4, which we don't. That's crazy. That was a really bad search because now we just filled up our trash with cards that don't even, like, aren't even dragon fodder. But we get a draw 2 trigger there. We don't have a 4 cost though. That is really shitty. I mean, we have 4 costs, but they don't boost, so there's no really use to play them. So let's just do another Koala search. There he is. I turned too late, so I don't need him. So I'm just gonna grab a. Is it Morally or Waxing Fist? Let's do Morally. And I guess we'll just do 5 and 5 here. He's going to counter both. This guy is terrified of a Robin. That's fine. I'm not really gonna play the Robin game. I'm probably gonna be just playing Kuma game instead. We have no dragons after 2 searches, which is kind of rough, but maybe we'll find one. Since we don't have a forecast, it's good because we can swing this 5 just before anything, and if he takes, then he's in Robin mode, and if not, then he's down to 3 cards. So let's try that. Yeah, exactly. He's too scared. He's too scared. I will also swing into this Perona here. And because he played around Robin, we get to play Kuma instead and just pass. This smoker really does suck. So there's that. He's gonna just overheal us though, so that's nice. You can mulligan my Kuma all you want. I actually don't give a fuck. You can hit me with Banish too. I don't give a fuck. I will counter this 5 though. With, I guess, this one. There's the dragon. That's absolutely perfect timing because now I can go dragon, put back a waxing fist, a 2k and a 2k, play out the Kuma. I don't think I pitched the Robin here. I think I pitched the like that 2k. And then we can go 5 face, which draws us a card. And it's a Sanji, which is not bad at all. As long as he doesn't play the Shigi down. But he might not, because some Koala decks doesn't run actually removal, and he hasn't seen any sort of removal except hack, of course, but he doesn't care about hack. It's gonna be another banish, but like we're at so much life that we just don't care. And I mean, you're gonna want to play at least 1 card this turn, so that you're not in Robin range. That card draws cards, so oh, he didn't draw cards off of it. That's hilarious. We'll counter the 5k because why not? Pitching Rev Army 2k. And we'll start with a search here. You know what? I'll actually grab another search. I'm really just digging for dragon here. So let's grab another search. And still no dragon. So I guess we'll just grab a... Did I grab Robin here? No, I grab hack here for sure. And then we will swing a 7 face. And he's going to want to counter because he doesn't want to go into Robin mode. And we'll swing this 6. Oh, wow, another Kamakura. Okay. Oh, super annoying. But he is playing right into this Sanji line, which is good. It means we're not going to get a draw off of lead, though. But we will be popping a smoker. That sounds pretty fucking worth it to me. And then I don't need Dawn Up, which means I can swing 7 face again. Oh, he'll just can't block, actually. Never mind. Yeah, so we'll just Sanji pop this smoker and just pass with 2 active Dawn. Yeah, a little bit of a slower play, but since we are the ones that want to slow the game down, we're absolutely fine with that. He's completely lost this game by playing around Robin, funnily enough. Because he's going too far down in hand, which means I can just take control of the game. And mulliganing my Kuma and things like that is just slowing him down too much. Give me a 10k at Dragon, which I will just counter. Do I Waxing Fist that? No, let's just 2k, 1k that. Waxing Fist, whatever comes next. Nothing comes next. Okay, that's even better. So let's start with the 7. And then let's go into an 8. There it is. You had to use both of them on this though. Let's do another 7 because I feel like he's bricked here. Otherwise he wouldn't have Kamakura that. Let's just play the Kuma. I mean, this is the safe play, right? Because we get to draw as well. And he still has to take because he's, again, fully bricked. It happens with green, right? They tend to brick. It's gonna freeze one of my Kumas here, but that's just not gonna be good enough. Plays a Kobe here, which does literally nothing for him. At least not on this turn. Attach a Dawn to Bonnie for some reason. Oh, because it makes it a 7k, so you can restand. That checks out, but I will just counter this swing here. And let's see. Okay, so he has... oh my god, this Asanji is actually really nasty here. What the fuck? So we'll just pop his Bonnie here. And then we can start swinging really good numbers, like 7s. Deadman's game there is really good. Another 7 though, which will completely empty his hand. All right, so he's dead. Yeah, that's GG's. Nice. That's where all our dragons were hiding. Holy shit. That was a good game. Yeah, that felt really good. We're sitting at 5 life winning this game. That's incredible. GG's. All right, we're up against a chopper here. That is pretty interesting. They're pretty aggressive, so I would assume the key piece in this matchup is going to be Hack and Kuma. It's usually how we deal with aggro. We hack early to... Oh my, this hand is insane. What the fuck? We literally find Hack and Kuma and double search in one hand. Okay, so now I feel very comfortable. And we got second as well, so... I don't even remember. Did I take second or he gave me second? He chose to go first. Okay, so he gave me second. That's crazy. We'll do our searches here. I think we're just grabbing 2Ks. Like, we're looking for dragon, right? I see myself grabbing the waxing fist, actually. It's going to be a brick for a while, but once it gets live, it's going to be super relevant. Oh, we only have one 2K. Maybe I should grab the 2K. We'll pitch here. See, does he have the good chopper? He does not. He has to do another search. Finds hiking bear. Another search. Oh my goodness. This is a lot of searching. But this is nice because this doesn't make me want to like force block with hack next turn. I'm not even going to swing because he has one Dawn up for the event. Piece of shit. We just play hack and pass. If I were to have a draw of my lead, I would swing. But since we only have the 1/8 cost out at this point, I don't think it's worth swinging with. There's the chopper. See what he hits. He's gonna hit the Odyssey chopper, but he's gonna take a life. Yeah, it's really good. But I might just leave this up, dude, honestly. Every time he uses it, he has to take a life. Uses leader effect. Don't know why you would do that. You're not getting it up to any big numbers anyways. I mean, I guess you could slap 2 Dawn, make it 5/5. But that's not very efficient. That's what we're doing. We're doing 5/5, really. Really now. He's not even doing 5/5. What am I watching? Yeah, I mean, the thing is, this is just events. I just know this is events. Do I give it to him just to draw a card? You know what? Sure. We have so much life. Who gives a fuck? Let him do double event. See if I care. Yeah, there's that. Of course. At this point, your board's too big. You're just going to be taking life anyways. Oh, he only had one event. Nice. Yeah, we can go like Kuma next turn, or we can even go Sanji off of the dragon. I think it depends on if we end up blocking this turn or not. If we end up blocking, I probably go Kuma so that we can get draw off leader ability. Yeah, the thing is, like, he's taking a life this turn, right? If he wants to cheat things out. Oh, it's a rusher. That's a little bit worrying. It's not that we're dying, you know. I don't give a shit. The nice thing here, right, is that he swings with like one of these, right? Gets to cheat a thing out, and then I KO the other thing with hack before he gets to cheat another thing out. He whiffed his search. Oh wait, he might have whiffed his search intentionally, not to take a life. I don't think I want him to cheat out another thing anyways. I think I'd still rather pop this than let him cheat out another thing. I think that makes sense. We'll just counter this one attack, and then we'll take the 2 others. I guess technically it could be 3 others, but at that point we're not taking them all, I think. Because he can attach with Luffy here. He doesn't. Okay. That trigger is not quite live yet, but it's nice to see another 2k. A 6. You know what? Let's counter that too. Why not? If he's gonna be greedy and keep leaving shit up for those events, then, you know, that's what he wants. Yeah, we could pop the Luffy. I don't dislike, but like I said, I kind of want to play Kuma here because otherwise I won't get the draw off lead. So let's do that. Let's send back a 2k, a 2k, and a 2k. Lay out Kuma. I think I pitched this. I think I have to pitch a Waxy Feaster actually. 5 face, draw a 2k. That's nice. The reason we pitched the Waxing Fist there instead of the Searcher is because the Searcher can find us like another Dragon, another Kuma, another Robin, just anything to play next turn. He ends up taking. Okay, so that probably means he will not be cheating things out with this, which means he might let it go. Okay, he's gonna defend it. That's fine. I didn't expect him to take that hit. I wonder what he's doing here, if he's cheating something out or not. Let's see. He's not. Okay, so he's opting to play very defensively here. We're going to counter the 5s, because that's, you know, when you can counter. When the swings go a little too big, then it's a big L. He's going to play a blocker chopper, which makes sense, you know. He's a little bit on the defensive here. We are sitting at 5 lives, so we're kind of chilling. We're a little bit low in hand, but it's not the end of the world. It's another 5. I'll counter again. I don't care. And if he wants to pivot into my Kuma, he gets to, right? I don't care about my Kuma. And there's another 5. We'll take that. And that's a Kuma. That's something to play next turn, which is nice. Could use it for counter here, but I'm just going to take... this trigger is live. He does only have 1 more attack. You know what? I kind of fuck with that. Let's use that trigger. The fact that his board is so small, right, means that this is like a card out of his hand. Which is nice. And there's the 7. We'll take that as well. Hack, really good. Probably not here at this moment, but it's a good card, right? Waxing Fist, also a really good card here. But let's start with our 5 into this chopper. Yeah, I think this is just like do a search, play a Kuma, keep down up for Waxing Fist. He's going to play over that to negate my attack, which is perfectly fine by me. We'll send a 7 into this Luffy. Maybe we should have gone face this turn. I don't know. It's hard to say. But we should live no matter what here, so... like, I guess like Dead Man's Game is something I have to keep in mind. Let's start with our search. Find a dragon. Is it worth playing a dragon here? I mean, our board is full, right? And we don't have any... like, I guess we could, like, dragon into Sanji. But it doesn't really do anything for us. You know what? Dragon into hack also doesn't sound bad. Dragon into hack. But then we literally lose to Dead Man's Game. Then we're walking straight into Dead Man's Game. I think I'd rather just grab the counter here. I think the Kuma will be enough. We'll just pitch the Koala. Go 5 to draw. There's a 2k, that's perfect. We're like just playing around dead man's game at this point. Which means I will not be swinging with these, I think. No, wait, he took the 5. Never mind, we're swinging. We're swinging, because that means he's going to lose a blocker. Nice. We should be good now. I don't think he's going to kill us. We have Waxing Fist, we have Morley, we have Hack. You know, we have the counter. We have 3 life left, which means he needs to connect every attack or, you know, play a rusher. Which, you know, he's going to have to do some very sick math work here. And I'm going to have to draw like bricks. I don't think there's an out for him, even with like Kid and Killer and stuff. But yeah, there are, you know, crazy cards like Hero Luke and, you know, the weird events that boost. Like he has some ways to boost his board right now. It is going to be Hody Jones instead of Dead Man's Game. That's fine for me because I have the Waxing Fist. And that's why we left 3 Dawn up, because we were ready for that. That's why we didn't go into Hack, because, or we didn't go Dragon Hack, because it would have made us lose to Dead Man's Game or Hody Jones. And I think we're still good here. I mean, it's gonna suck that we're gonna have to counter, like, we're gonna have to take these 5s, basically. But yeah, he needs to connect every attack here. So I guess we just take them all, right? Make sure he doesn't have an out. Oh, that's not good. But I mean, we know the biggest attack that's coming right now is going to be 8. And now the next biggest attack, this is like 6, 7, 8, right? We'll just take. We'll use this searcher event to grab a 2k. And that's going to have made his life very sad. 7, 8, we'll just take. I will just take in everything here because we win on a clapback, so we just want him to not even think about pivoting board. And now he's going to concede. Nice. GG's. Oh my god, we're up in the mirror. Let's go second. Oh, okay, that's good. Let's keep this. We got the good curve right, which should mean we are very favored right now. I think I actually grabbed Dragon. I think Dragon is like a very important card in this matchup, even though you're ripping yourself. If I had done that differently, I wouldn't have whiffed this search. Because like, even though you're taking a life, you are getting like massive board advantage. And we have our trash fully set up here. It's a little bit sad that we whiffed that search, especially because if we played the Koala second, we would have been able to grab the Robin. But hey, it happens. And we're just going to be super defending our life here. Oh, no, we're not. I should have used that trigger. I accidentally misclicked there, actually. We're not getting any forecast out, which is why I wanted to take the life. But could have been worse. We are at least getting Karasu out next turn, which could have been Akuma if we didn't grab Dragon instead. But again, we don't really care that much. We're going to stabilize here. We're putting pressure on him. He needs this to be like Karasu or Hack, right? Or he's in a bad spot. He plays Black Spiral, which is something we have to keep in mind. He just has the Morley, so that's fine. We're going to give him a 2k here, just because we don't want to give him the Hack, the Karasu. We did luckily draw into something to play, but if we wouldn't have had, we would have had to play the Karasu down. Let's see, he's probably going to counter this just so he's playing around the Robin. We're going to go here and pitch a Waxing Fist, I think. I don't think I need 2 of them. And we're still going to try to defend our life a little bit here. Simply because we're going to take a life with Dragon next turn. He's just going to play Kuma, which is nice because I was a little bit scared of a Robin there. Yeah, so we're just very, very aggressively defending here. I'm thinking if I leave this, but I don't think so. Let's go 7 into the Morley. And here I'm gonna have to go into Kuma because he's not within Robin range. Wow, he defended that. Okay. We'll send back our 2Ks, and I guess we could pop his Ivankov with the Sanji, but I think we're just gonna go Kuma here. Could go Karasu as well. Let's go Kuma, and we'll pitch to Robin. Oh, we actually get to draw first. That's funny. I still think we pitched Robin. We'll swing 5 face to draw. It's not bad. It's at least some plays next turn. He's really low in hand now. He needs to have something to play here, and we are actually at a good hand size, so we're not in Robin range. See what he does. We're both seeing 4 life. I would say I have the board advantage. But if he has a dragon here, then he can definitely do crazy things. He could just copy my shit right and go Dragon Kuma, which would be bad for us. We're going to counter this one with a hack. I should probably counter with Karasu, but it's fine. I'm sure we'll end up countering with Karasu anyways. Yeah, let's see. Does he have the dragon or not? We would really like to find another dragon. He's going to go into my Kuma. I'm just going to let him have that. Because healing is lovely. Makes me comfortable taking this. But he does have the dragon. Okay. It's going to be Dragon Kuma here. Yep. So we'll rip him. And then he's going to do his Kuma shenanigans. And we'll probably just take this 5. There's a draw 2 trigger, baby. Let's go. Robin, perfect. Well, no, not at all. He has way too much cards. He has 1 Dawn up, but I was thinking if I can try to force him to go to 5, but I doubt it because of the blocker. Let's just do our search. Let's do another search. I really want to find this dragon. There it is, perfect. Okay, so now we're in business here. Let's go 7 at his Morley. I really don't like the Morley. It keeps getting a card out of my hand every turn. I don't like it. I don't like it. So let's get rid of the Morley. And we'll go Dragon. Send back 2Ks. And play out the Kuma. Yeah, it's definitely Kuma here. And we'll pitch... Let's pitch the Robin. Draw 1. Okay, that's good. He takes the 5. Interesting. Okay, well, let's see if he decides to pivot board here. He's going to copy me by doing a search here. Probably trying to find that second dragon. I think dragon for him is kind of risky, though. He doesn't have a Kuma in trash. And he doesn't have... So he'll end up like taking a life. And then he's gonna, if he dragons, he won't be able to pivot into my board as well. Funds did 2K morally, but again, nothing good in trash to play except this hack. You know, that's something, but really not looking good when it comes to options. I think we're looking good. I think we're looking really good. Next turn, we can like either just play like a hack or something, and just keep Dawn up for Waxing Fists. And we should be good to like just like low-key push on his life and then pass with like Dawn up so that we can defend our board and make sure that we don't die. So I think we're good. He doesn't have enough cards in hand to actually like deal with what we have. I think that second dragon there was just like a game killer, unfortunately. It's gonna go 10. I'm gonna defend it. Takes us out of Robin range as well. It's gonna go for another 10, which will connect, and then he has to decide if he wants to go into my Kuma or not. And how big he wants to go into it. The thing, like he can't really he couldn't play cards this turn because he needed to deal with my board. It is going to be a 9 into the Kuma, which he will get because we don't mind the healing. And we will also just take this hit. I'm not going to use that, actually. We have so much counter power here. Oh my god, dude, that's so gross. Yeah, so let's rip him here. I'm thinking I pitch the hack. Because I want to keep all 3 Waxing Fists up right now. There's the dragon, too little too late. He takes the 5, interesting. It's gonna KO my Koala, I don't agree with that. We're gonna go 7 phase here. He has 2 Dawn upright, so things like Vortex and also Waxing Fists are on the table. There's the Waxing Fist, but at least we got that out of his hand. He is running low on cards. He probably won't be able to pivot into my board well enough here to do anything because of the triple Waxing Fist. And he definitely will not be able to kill me, which is really nice. I think we're in a good spot. If he were to connect to this dragon though, like if this were to die, then Waxing Fist does nothing anymore. Or it does, it gives plus 2k, but it doesn't give plus 4k anymore. Because that is our only 8 cost revolutionary army. Since Robin isn't a revolutionary army, we get kind of fucked. He's gonna rip us, that's fine. I think we give him the 2k over the Waxing Fist. I think he's in a bad spot here, right? Where it's like, he's relying on me not having 3 Waxing Fists. Do I give him the Kuma? Because the thing is, he could just go 8 and like 8 and 8. Let's give it to him. We'll heal again. We'll just like keep chilling here with all of our life. Maybe I should have defended it because he probably wants this to go at phase anyways. To get his drawing. Oh, I guess he can't because Robin. Oh, he can, but I'll just free block. Could this be a hack? Or could this be double spiral? But he's played 2 spirals already. I'd say it's more likely to be Waxing Fist. Like 1 Waxing Fist and a 2k or something. What did he pitch off his Robin? I trashed the dragon. What did he trash? He also trashed the dragon. He's gonna go 8 into it. Unfortunately, I do have the 3rd Waxing Fist there, so not gonna be connecting there. This does nothing. But let's see kind of what we can do. We'll start with a 7k just to draw. Kuma, so we can definitely just like play another Kuma here. But I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna just swing all of our nice numbers here. And I think we should be able to kill him this turn, even with the Waxing Fist. Because like here he has to Waxing Fist basically. I guess he can take it, but the fact that we have this Koala that can swing as well, it puts us in a really nice position. He's gonna block and counter, really? There's no way. Dude, that's so greedy. I think we win now. That's why we swing with Robin here, because now this connects. Yeah, we just won now. Because even if it's Waxing Fist, he would have to, yeah. The block and counter makes no sense, but yeah, we're just in such a good spot, so it doesn't matter. We even have draw 2 triggers in life. We had the Kuma we could play. We just completely dominated that game, which makes sense because we went second, right? That is Koala's preferred curve, so in the mirror, that checks out. Alright, that is going to be it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave a like on the video and subscribe as well if you want to see more content like this. Yeah, I love Koala. I think she's very fun, and I think she has a good spot in the meta. She has some bad matchups, but she has a lot of good matchups as well. So it's a very interesting deck to play in this meta. And obviously PRB gave her a little bit of tiny support, so that's always nice. Other than that, I hope to see you again in the next one. Peace.